Jim Croce, the beloved American folk and rock singer-songwriter, met a tragic end on September 20, 1973. Known for his hits like Bad, Bad Leroy Brown and Time in a Bottle, Croce's sudden death left the music world and his fans in shock and mourning. To fully grasp the magnitude of this loss, it's important to delve into the details of the events leading up to the fatal crash, the harrowing moments of the accident itself, and the lasting legacy Croce left behind. On the night of September 20, 1973, Jim Croce performed a concert at Northwestern State University in Natchitoches, Louisiana. The performance was part of a rigorous tour schedule, and Croce was slated to fly to Sherman, Texas, for another concert the following day. Despite his growing success, Croce was known for his down-to-earth demeanor and tireless work ethic, often performing back-to-back shows with little rest in between. After the concert, Croce, along with his band and associates, boarded a Beechcraft E-18S twin-engine plane. The small aircraft, piloted by Robert N. Elliott, was tasked with transporting the group to their next destination. Alongside Croce were his accompanist, Maury Muleson, road manager Dennis Rast, comedian George Stevens, and booking agent Dominic Cortez. The plane was set to take off from the Natchitoches Regional Airport late at night, with the group eager to reach their next venue. The weather that night was clear, but conditions were far from ideal. It was dark, and visibility was limited. Despite these challenges, the group proceeded with their plans. The Beechcraft E-18S took off from the runway, but it quickly became apparent that something was wrong. Just seconds after takeoff, the plane failed to gain sufficient altitude. It clipped a pecan tree at the end of the runway, causing it to crash into the trees beyond. The impact was devastating. The plane was destroyed upon collision, and the wreckage was strewn across the crash site. Tragically, all 6 occupants of the aircraft, including Jim Croce, were killed instantly. The exact cause of the crash was later attributed to pilot error. An investigation revealed that the pilot had suffered a heart attack, which contributed to his inability to navigate the aircraft properly during takeoff. The news of Jim Croce's death spread quickly, leaving fans, friends, and family in a state of profound grief. Croce was just 30 years old, and his career was on a meteoric rise. He had recently achieved commercial success with his third album, You Don't Mess Around with Jim, and his songs were gaining significant airplay on radio stations across the country. His unique blend of storytelling, heartfelt lyrics, and catchy melodies had garnered him a loyal fan base and critical acclaim. In the immediate aftermath of the crash, the music world mourned the loss of a promising and beloved artist. Tributes poured in from fellow musicians, industry professionals, and fans who admired Croce's talent and down-to-earth personality. His wife, Ingrid Croce, was left to navigate the immense personal and professional loss, as she had been a significant part of his life and career. Despite the tragedy, Jim Croce's legacy continued to grow posthumously. His song Time in a Bottle, written for his son A.J. Croce, became a poignant and fitting tribute to his life and career. The song, which had already been recorded but not yet released as a single, surged in popularity and became a #1 hit on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Its introspective lyrics and haunting melody resonated deeply with listeners who were mourning the loss of the artist. Croce's music continued to find new audiences in the years following his death. His albums You Don't Mess Around with Jim and Life and Times remained popular, and his posthumously released album I Got a Name added to his enduring legacy. Songs like Operator, That's Not the Way It Feels, I'll Have to Say I Love You in a Song, and I Got a Name showcased his versatility as a songwriter and performer, cementing his status as a timeless artist. In addition to his musical achievements, Jim Croce's personal story added depth to his legacy. He was known for his humility, kindness, and relatability. Despite his growing fame, he remained grounded and approachable, often sharing anecdotes from his life and connecting with fans on a personal level. His music, filled with vivid storytelling and emotional honesty, reflected his genuine and heartfelt approach to his craft. The crash that took Jim Croce's life also brought attention to the risks associated with the demanding schedules and frequent travel that many touring musicians face. The incident underscored the importance of safety and the need for stringent measures to ensure the well-being of artists and their crews. Over the years, Jim Croce's influence has been acknowledged by numerous artists who have cited him as an inspiration. His ability to craft songs that resonated with universal themes of love, loss, and the human experience has left a lasting impact on the music industry. His work continues to be covered by musicians across genres, and his recordings remain staples on classic rock and folk playlists. In the decades since his passing, Jim Croce's legacy has been preserved and celebrated through various means. His widow, Ingrid Croce, has played a crucial role in keeping his memory alive. She has curated and released compilations of his work, ensuring that his music remains accessible to new generations of listeners. Their son, A.J. Croce, has also pursued a career in music, honoring his father's legacy while forging his own path as a talented singer-songwriter. Jim Croce's life and career serve as a poignant reminder of the fleeting nature of success and the enduring power of music to connect and heal. His songs, filled with wit, warmth, and wisdom, continue to touch the hearts of listeners around the world. While his time was tragically cut short, the impact of his work endures, offering solace and inspiration to those who find meaning in his melodies and lyrics. In remembering Jim Croce, we celebrate a gifted artist whose contributions to music remain timeless. His story is one of talent, perseverance, and the indomitable spirit of an artist who sought to share his world through song. Despite the tragedy that ended his life, Jim Croce's voice lives on, resonating through the ages and reminding us of the beauty and power of music to capture the essence of the human experience. Jim Croce's impact on the music world continued to grow in the years following his death. His songs, characterized by their heartfelt lyrics and relatable stories, found new life as they were covered by other artists and featured in various media. The timeless quality of his music ensured that it remained relevant, touching the lives of new generations of listeners who discovered his work. In the late 1970s and beyond, Croce's influence became even more apparent as his music began to be featured in movies, television shows, and commercials. Songs like Bad, Bad Leroy Brown, and Time in a Bottle became cultural touchstones, often used to evoke a sense of nostalgia or to underscore poignant moments in film and TV. This widespread use of his music helped to cement his status as a legendary figure in American popular music. Ingrid Croce, Jim's widow, played an instrumental role in preserving and promoting his legacy. She worked tirelessly to manage his estate, curate his unreleased material, and share his story with the world. Her efforts included the publication of Jim Croce, The Greatest Hits and other compilations, which introduced his music to new audiences and kept his legacy alive. Ingrid also authored books about Jim's life, giving fans a deeper insight into the man behind the music. A.J. Croce, Jim's son, grew up surrounded by his father's music and legacy. As he matured, A.J. embarked on his own musical career, drawing inspiration from his father's work while also developing his own unique style. A talented pianist and singer-songwriter, A.J. has paid tribute to his father through performances of Jim's songs, helping to keep the spirit of his music alive. A.J.'s career has been a testament to the enduring influence of Jim Croce's artistry, and he has often spoken about the ways in which his father's legacy has shaped his own musical journey. In the 1990s and 2000s, interest in Jim Croce's music saw a resurgence as new fans discovered his work through reissues of his albums and the continued presence of his songs on classic rock and folk radio stations. The simplicity and emotional depth of his music resonated with listeners looking for authenticity and soulfulness in an increasingly digital and fast-paced world. Croce's ability to tell compelling stories through his lyrics and melodies continued to captivate audiences, demonstrating the timeless appeal of his songwriting. Jim Croce's contributions to music were formally recognized with several posthumous honors. In 1990, he was inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame, an acknowledgement of his exceptional talent as a lyricist and composer. This recognition was a fitting tribute to a man whose songs had touched so many lives. The Songwriters Hall of Fame induction highlighted the lasting impact of Croce's work and ensured that his contributions to music would not be forgotten. Throughout the decades, various tribute concerts and events have been organized to honor Jim Croce's legacy. These gatherings have brought together musicians, fans, and family members to celebrate his life and music. Tribute albums featuring covers of his songs by contemporary artists have also been released, further showcasing the broad influence of his work across different musical genres. In addition to these tributes, physical landmarks and memorials have been established to commemorate Jim Croce. For instance, in his hometown of Upper Darby, Pennsylvania, a stretch of Lansdowne Avenue was renamed Jim Croce Way in his honor. This designation serves as a lasting reminder of his roots and the impact he had on the community. Similarly, the Jim Croce Room at the San Diego Historical Society houses memorabilia and exhibits dedicated to his life and career, allowing fans and visitors to learn more about his journey and achievements. Jim Croce's music has also been preserved and celebrated through various educational initiatives. Workshops, seminars, and music camps have used his songs as teaching tools, helping aspiring musicians understand the fundamentals of songwriting and performance. These programs emphasize the importance of storytelling in music, encouraging young artists to find their own voices and share their unique perspectives through song, much like Croce did. The influence of Jim Croce's music extends beyond the boundaries of genre. His storytelling approach has been admired by musicians from diverse backgrounds, including rock, country, folk, and even hip-hop artists. The emotional honesty and simplicity of his lyrics have inspired countless songwriters to strive for a similar level of authenticity in their own work. Croce's legacy is a testament to the power of music to transcend cultural and generational divides, bringing people together through shared experiences and emotions. As time goes on, the appreciation for Jim Croce's music shows no signs of waning. His songs continue to be celebrated for their lyrical depth, melodic beauty, and emotional resonance. Whether it's through a cover version by a new artist, a feature in a film or TV show, or a performance at a tribute concert, Croce's music remains a vital part of the cultural landscape. His ability to capture the human experience in song ensures that his work will continue to be cherished by fans old and new. In reflecting on Jim Croce's life and career, it becomes clear that his legacy is one of profound artistry, enduring influence, and heartfelt connection with his audience. Despite his tragic and untimely death, Croce's music has left an indelible mark on the world. His songs, filled with wit, wisdom, and warmth, continue to resonate, offering comfort and inspiration to those who listen. Jim Croce's story is a powerful reminder of the lasting impact that one artist can have, even in a life cut short. His voice, his songs, and his spirit live on,
The
a testament to the
57-year-old
enduring
pilot,
power of
who
music
had
to touch the
severe
soul.
coronary